Hey everyone, it's been a little while since I've made a video, but I wanted to share something I received as a present from my wife for our anniversary. And it is, as you can see, the CRKT Minimalist Persian fixed blade knife designed by Alan Foltz. You've probably seen some other ones that I've carried around over the years that I put on here. Eventually I'll probably do a video just kind of comparing them all, but I absolutely love these knives. They're pretty inexpensive, but I have to tell you that the price doesn't reflect the value. I mean, they are a really excellent deal. This particular one was like $32 or $33, I believe. Some of them go upwards of about 40. Some of the other ones are like 20 if you get them on sale. So, as I mentioned earlier, this one is a fixed blade knife, full tang, and it has kind of a, I'm not sure if that's like a G10 or a micarta type of scale, and as you can see, it is full tang, nice thick stock, and it has jimping, like the jimping. Now, I know some people like lanyards, some people hate lanyards. This one I actually really like on the end because I don't know if it aids in the retention of it or not and when it's in my hand in the grip, but it feels like it does. Maybe it's just a psychological thing, but I really like it. As far as the blade profile, it's pretty cool. It's an upswept Persian style blade. I got, a nice guard here for your finger and whatnot. Now, besides this knife, for about $32, and I will have a link to this and a link to Amazon in my description if you want to check these out or some of the other details. But what I also love about these, besides the knives, now it's not the highest grade of steel and whatnot. It's just very basic steel, basic materials. The knife is just awesome. And one of the things that makes it awesome is the sheath. These sheaths tend to lock up really well, and then besides locking up well, they come with a pretty nice cord and a clip that retains the cord around your neck if you like to wear it as a neck knife. I do that on occasion, but it's not really something I enjoy doing. What I do with this instead is I wear it on my belt. So as you can see, you kind of get this hard plastic clip, and then it comes with these two screws, and then it comes with some, actually these are the screws, and then it comes with these like metal caps that go through and the screws screw into those, and then it has two rubber washers. As you'll notice, there are, there's 8 holes in the sheath, so you can really mount it in a bunch of different ways if you want. This is the way I prefer to mount it, basically because I put this clip on my belt and the sheath rides just below the top of the belt, so it's not like sticking in me, this clip part, or I should say the sheath part itself, when I'm sitting down and moving around. I find it very comfortable, and I think if you do put this sheath on your belt and you find it uncomfortable, there's another way that you can wear it so that it will be comfortable. Either move it around on the belt, turn the clip upside down, put it on an angle, do something. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this. And like I said, retention on this is very good. It's a very good utility knife, and I obviously use it for utility purposes. But as I've stated in other videos, I actually like these as a last-ditch self-defense option. Now, I know some of you would say, well, that's a small knife, but again, I have the misfortune of living in a blue state, and I can't carry more than a 3-inch blade. If I could, I'd probably walk around with a small sword out by my side, but, well, I can't. So I have a fixed blade under 3 inches. Now, some of you may remember me using the CRKT Bowie knife, and that's this guy right here. As you can tell, these knives are very similar. Besides a slight difference in handle color and the blade, they're basically the same, the whole blade and everything. Now, you'll notice that the Persian is actually a bit longer. I think it's like a half an inch longer from the top of the handle. Boy, let's see. Let's try to do this exactly from the handle here. So we're looking at slightly over 2 inches Actually, let me push that up a little more. We're looking at slightly over 2 inches on the Bowie and probably like 2.8 on the Persian, and that's the exact reason I wanted it. One reason is because it has a longer blade. It's only about a half an inch, but that can make a difference. And I just kind of like the belly of this if you had to kind of make a slashing motion or some sort. I've actually read about these being used in self-defense as a last-ditch effort. And the other cool thing about this is it's something that if you travel across state lines, you don't have to worry about. In some states, you can't have a switchblade. Some of them, they might make a fuss over like a certain spring action, assisted opening. Sometimes 3 inches will be fine one place. 4 inches will be fine one place, but not another place. You might have issues with gravity knives or balisongs. Guess what? Fixed blade, under 3 inches. I'm no attorney, but I think they're pretty much okay everywhere. I don't know. It's just the way the fools make knife laws. But it's one of those things you don't have to really think about. Like with me, for example, I have the misfortune of living in a blue state that's near the borders of 2 other blue states. And the knife laws differ. They're actually pretty good in some areas, and then they suck in others. So I have to make sure that I know which state I'm going to and how, not only what I'm carrying, but how I'm carrying. But the good thing about this is you can carry it just about anywhere, because as far as I know, it's definitely legal in the states that I'm in. And I got to tell you, I can't imagine it being illegal in any other states because it's rather diminutive. The other thing I really like, as I had said before, is you have these ridges here to fit your fingers in. So you get a nice tight grip over here by putting your fingers in these grips. They just kind of melt into place. You have this, again, it's not much. It might be more psychological than anything, but you feel like you got slightly better purchase on the blade. Then if you're really gripping it with your thumb, you do have this a little bit of jimping here and a thumb ramp. So this is really, you get a nice grip on it. It's small, doesn't fill your entire hand. But you know what? I got to tell you, I love this thing. It's an excellent last ditch item to carry. And I'm sorry, I don't have the weight offhand, but I believe it's under 2 ounces, and that's with the sheath. So you got a really basic, usable, handy knife that's really well finished. And you got a sheath that has a great clip, lots of methods of putting it on a belt or around your neck as a neck knife or lots of other things. And it's all in a package that's under $40. Like I said, most of them are well under $40. This one is about 32 or 33, I believe. The Bowie knife, I might have paid like $25 for that one, but I actually have seen them around, like sometimes on sale for like $22, $21. A lot of it's just kind of luck of the draw. If these are knives you like, honestly, you might want to, if it comes down to 2 or 3 you like, buy the cheapest one because the other one might be on sale soon. So there's a lot of good options on them, and like I said, these minimalist knives are fantastic. Now, some of you may notice that Flytanium makes some handy-dandy scales to put on them. And I think that the scales are, they're decent scales. They look, they're well made and stuff. I personally would never buy them because one of the reasons I love this knife is because it has the finger grooves. And, just the name minimalist, it's pretty minimal. So I like having a small, light, easily concealable fixed blade knife, but that has those grooves. Because a lot of times if you get something that's small and easily concealable and light, well, but you might not really be that, it might not allow you to get a really good purchase on it. This one does. You have not a ton of texture here, but enough texture. This one actually has a little more texture than this one, but you have enough texture. And like I said, these grooves, fantastic. And it feels like your finger just locks in, especially on the index finger. Now, besides Amazon, you can pick these up at just about any big knife store online, like, Blade HQ, GP Knives, Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And sometimes you can pick them up at, like, Amazon. Although lately I've noticed, I don't know if it's just the ones near me, but the only one they have are the cleavers. And I have the cleaver, and I like the cleaver. but it wouldn't be my first choice as a, let's say a backup self-defense item, because like I said, typically if I can carry a handgun, I have a concealed carry permit, I would carry a handgun. And if I can't carry a handgun, I would carry a larger knife in addition to this one. 2 is 1, 1 is none. You know the rule. Anyway, just wanted to share this with you. If you are not familiar with these knives, absolutely check them out. If you've been thinking of buying one, check around for sales, because something might be 30 one place and 20 in another. Absolutely look into it. I think you'll be very satisfied with them, especially for the price point. Talk to you later.